What's going on, guys? I am Toxic Jordan. Welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to do a quick analysis of all of the redstone units that you can pick up here, and I'll let you know which ones I think are the best. Best is a relative term, though, because this list is very bleak. They really, they really need to update the redstone shop. The units in here are so old and outdated, and I mean, they keep adding more to it. There are more units in here than there have ever been before, but man, they're all just so bad. There are a few usable units in here. So we will go over those. But before we do, I wanted to make a note of something that kind of bummed me out. So if we take a look at the Reds, this was the last Redstone that came out during the Worldwide Celebration. This Redstone actually did something different because all of the units in here came with 2 Elder Kais in the pack with them. And also, the Gogeta and Janemba Dokkan Fests came already Dokkan Awakened for you, and they came with 2 banner units that were already Dokkan Awakened as well. It was really interesting and kind of random, and I thought this was something that they were going to expand upon for sure. I thought that they were going to continue to maybe allow us to buy these units that have, buy these units with stones like awakened already, or like already SA10'd and stuff, or like coming with Kais or other units. That's awesome. Like, these are the fun kind of things that they did like during the anniversary. So I guess it makes sense that I guess they're just incepting this as some type of worldwide celebration thing that they do. But yeah, I was just a little bummed because I know we get these stones every couple of months. And I thought they were going to continue to do that. But this time around, they've just gone back to the typical method of having each character just come by themselves. So they reverted back from that. Okay, so without any further blabbering, let's get into which units are the best here. Okay, so close to the top of the list, we've got the Super Janemba. This guy is still, like, I guess not terrible defensively. He always has guard. Any unit that always has guard is definitely, something good. And then he's got a medium chance of evading, which is nice, but it's when guard is activated. No. Sorry. He just gets the... Oh, yeah, for 1 turn. Yeah, so when guard is activated, he gets the medium chance to dodge for 1 turn. So basically he has to get hit by 1 attack, and then after that, for the rest of the turn, he has a chance to dodge. So yeah, and the fact that he has big bad bosses helps him out a lot, because he can be used alongside a lot of these strong villain cards. So that's helpful for him, especially on like a movie bosses team or transformation boost team. He's actually kind of a staple member of Corroded Body and Mind as well. So yeah, he doesn't have a ton of categories, but the ones he does have, he is very usable on. So next up, this guy is actually number 1 on the list for characters that you should get. He's the only unit that's still like relevant to today's meta. He reduces damage received by 80% for 10 turns. That's insane. There's basically no events that we have in game right now where you go longer than 10 turns. That's unless you're facing off against like the Shadow Dragons red zone stage, then maybe, but like everything else, like 10 turns, you're even getting through with like 200% leader skills, even like the legendary Goku event and stuff, you're getting through that in 10 turns, surely. So yeah, this guy pretty much can be used anywhere because of that. He pretty much always just has this damage received reduced by 80%, and then he's awesome for Super Battle Road too because he has a high chance of stun. So yeah, he's awesome, and he's on a 200% leader skill because he's on Vegeta's family. So you can run him on Majin Vegeta's team, and he's just a defensive monster. Definitely worth the stone. Okay, so the only reason I put Kid Buu in here, he's a trash unit. You should never use this guy, other than in the punching bag event. Or now, actually thinking about it, maybe burst mode could be a potential place to use him. Because I know that a lot of people have been using the nuking strategy for burst mode. And something that generally goes with nuking is support units that have a lot of you know, attack support so that they can boost whoever's doing the nuke attack. So this guy could be good for that potentially. But yeah, having 50% attack support to all allies is like kind of an unheard of ability in the game. So he's very, very nice for that and for absolutely nothing else. Okay, so this Vegeta is nice as well. You really have to bring him into a longer form event for him to look decent at all, because he is stacking defense. But he's decent. He has a 200% leader skill because he's also Vegeta's family. Okay, so now these are the last two units just got added to the redstone pool. They've never been available with redstones before, and now they are. So it's this STR Goku here and this Int Vegeta that both Extreme Z awakened at the same time. So they are decent units. They're definitely like challenged a little bit. They're not like the strongest of things that Easy Aid, considering how recently they Easy Aid, but they definitely have some use for sure. So Goku's kit here, he is raising all allies attack by 30% for 2 turns, which is nice because then you don't have to keep him on rotation for that to matter. You could run him in the 3rd slot and he'll still be boosting attack for the following turn, which is cool. 120% stats at the start of turn. He gets attack 20% defense, or attack 30%, defense 20% per key sphere obtained, which is nice. So he's a nuker at heart. Chance to perform a crit goes up by 10% at the start of each turn, up to 30. He's changing orbs. When there is a Vegeta attacking in the same turn. So that kind of limits where you'd want to use him. I guess, I mean, he has a lot of categories that would also share with Vegeta. Majin Buu Saga, Pure Saiyans, Bond of Parent-Child. Yeah. So I guess you just wouldn't use him on like a Goku's family team. And then Recover HP with Candy. That's useless, but sure, he has it. So yeah, this guy can be good. He's changing orbs for himself and you know, and nuking with them. So that's definitely not the worst thing. Okay, and then this Vegeta has a more conventional kit, I would say. So he is raising attack and defense for 3 turns on his super, which is needs that. Oh, what was the super? Oh yeah, okay, so that's actually a big hindrance for this guy. He doesn't raise defense on super attack. That is kind of needed in units nowadays, which I guess that makes sense because he's a nuker and he gets this portion here, this defense here, but you're going to have to select a lot of orbs for him to actually tank well because he doesn't also have a defense stack here. Yeah. So this guy does have a defense stack in his super, which is perfect. 120% stats at the start of turn. Same passive here with the key buffing. And then, or the stat buffing, I mean. Chance to evade 10% up to 30, which is so much better, actually, than the crit chance. The evasion chance is wonderful. He's also changing orbs if there's a Goku. So yeah, that is pretty good. If you're able to get this guy a lot of orbs, now he's got a nuking defense with a defensive stack in his super attack, and he gets evasion chance. And he's providing the orbs that he needs to nuke with. So yeah, this guy's kit is much more well-rounded, I would say. He's a much more solid defensive unit, and he's on a 200% leader skill. So there you go. Yeah, this guy definitely probably, honestly, after really looking through their kits, we're gonna go like this. He doesn't exist. I don't think you should get that Goku. I think this guy kind of outshines him a lot. Wow. Yeah, so that is the short list of units that I think you should go for here. Pretty much everything else on this list is absolutely unrunnable, and I don't really see any use for them at all. Like, honestly, you might as well get an Elder Kai over some of these other characters. At least that could help you out, strengthen like a character that's worth using. But yeah, I don't think I couldn't really see people using any of these other units in any modern events, any like red zone stages or anything. Absolutely not. They'd all get crushed. So yeah, they really need to do some revamping to this redstone. I think it would make sense if they started like just getting rid of some of these units off here and started putting some newer ones on. But I guess like for a lot of these really old Dokkan Fest units, There's no place that you can ever get them besides here, because some of these units haven't been on banners in years. Like this Tech Beerus, this is a Dokkan Fest exclusive. Most people wouldn't know that, I'm sure, most new players, because you'd never have a chance to get this guy other than with a redstone, because he's just not available anymore. I think it would be actually kind of cool if they took some of these old units, these like really old Dokkan Fest that came out like 6 years ago, and basically removed their Dokkan Fest exclusive status. So remove them from the redstone and throw them into the general pool as like legacy Dokkan Fest exclusives. That'd be kind of cool. Just, you know, because like these don't even come close to the banner units that they're releasing nowadays. So they're honestly just like even shittier pulls. But I think for a collection purpose, it would be nice for a lot of newer players, you know, that maybe don't have access to like most of these characters. I can't imagine how many years you would have to keep saving up all these red stones to get all these characters if you didn't have them. So yeah, I think that would be kind of interesting. But there also is talk of a second EZA thing coming on the horizon somewhere, where you're going to be able to double EZA your characters, and potentially, I assume that they would just start over with the iconic, you know, AGL Super Saiyan 3 Goku, because he was the very first EZA when they first implemented EZAs. So I assume they would make him the first character to get the double EZA, get like a second EZA on top. And if they were to do that, then this list of characters would start to become insane again, as they got EZAs, for sure. Okay, so yeah, that's the end of the rambling for this video. I hope you guys found that informational and you're able to pick up something decent. If you have any specific questions about any of the other units that I didn't cover, feel free to ask me in the comments below. I will be happy to answer any questions that you guys have. So that is going to do it for this one, and I will catch you guys next time. Peace.